Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. There will be a throw-in. Goulet. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it's hard to look beyond this fella, Arda Güler. He's key on the right side. That's where he operates, that little channel, and he's brilliant if given a little more room. If he's shut down, then sometimes he can get a little frustrated, but if he gets that little bit of space, then a lot of damage can be done.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And he's there to clear it. Chouameni. And it's Chouameni. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. Here's Chouameni. And it's Arda Güler. And he's played it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Has a look and plays it forward. Driving forward. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Conte. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Koundé. And it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Madrid still without a single shot on target. Alexander-Arnold. He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. Koundé.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Camavinga. Chouameni. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Valverde. Doué. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Valverde plays it short. Ball swung in. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Chouameni. Koundé. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. Quality ball. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. Chouameni. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Chouameni. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Doué. Conte. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And that's gone loose. He's a sharp little ball here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. No, that's been intercepted.
This is the time you need that pace.
Aimed beyond the defence. Vinicius Junior looking to run onto it. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Knocks it into space. Yep, it's a corner. Madrid have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Now the ball in. Cleared without hesitation. France have the chance to go the other way. Conte. Now it's Mbappe. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Mbappe.
Oh, great feat, that.
And he's surging through. Decent chance! Koundé tries to play it through. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? Marvellous goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead...
And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're straight back at it. Big chance! And that would have been some goal.
Dembele just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Pass somewhat off target. Doué. Oh, it's Dembele. That is good alertness. Valverde. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, this is a great position. Conte. Now it's Mbappe. And the counter is on. No, again, there's no way through. Great vision. Thinks about the shot. He's having a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Charge, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
France find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Distributed tidily. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Oh, good read. Flings in across. Courtois claims it, safe hands.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Valverde. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he's going to have his name taken.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Rudiger makes the interception. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Howson. Madrid finding their passes. Oh, it's Dembele.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Quality ball. And here's Dembele. Just eases him off the ball. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game. but the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to focus on Ousmane Dembele, a player of unbounded potential, someone who can add real width and dynamism to any team thanks to his pace and all that ability on the ball. On a good day, he can really be unplayable coming inside.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Koundé, played in. That has been knocked clear. France with the corner, they're first. And they've got a throw. And it's Kanté. Doué. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's bustling through. Dembele! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And the shot! Decent enough try. France have their second corner now. Terrific! It's bounced back off the post. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Kanté. France leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And he's gone backward here. Oh, great chance! Doué. Mbappe. Rabiot. Upamecano gets over and intercepts. And he's had it nicked away. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. No way through. Hernandez. And it's Kanté. Nicely spread. And the counter-attack is on for France. Koundé. Could be danger here. Tries a shot!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Konate. Kanté. And here's Mbappe. Now that is a hefty challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Dembele. Can he get it through? That's good play. Koundé gets into some space. Kanté picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Good ball, good take. He might be in here! Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, that's a dangerous... There's the shot! That's another chance! Really well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And he's only too grateful to captain... Mbappe! Can he finish? Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
So, third corner of the game. Rabiot can get it clear. Hernandez, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And it's Rabiot. Doué. Can he get on the end of this? And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. France kick off the second half. Chouameni. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now it's Camavinga. Upamecano. And Hernandez. Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Distributed tidily. And the counter is on. Chouameni. And it's Hernandez. And here's Camavinga. And it's Doué. Great fish. Goes for a shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Hernandez showing good feet. Knocks it into... He's having a shot! Oh, off the bar! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Shapes to shoot! Doué. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now this could be a chance. Chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's keen, determined to have his say.
France really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And the keeper beats it away. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Real chance! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Changement pour
So,
la
time for
France.
changes
Le
on
numéro
both sides,
24.
actually.
Le numéro 14, le numéro 6. À leur place, le numéro 11, le numéro 25, le numéro
Now it's
18.
Colomboani.
Changement.
Koundé, France are looking to break at pace, and he's intervened well there. France perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Chouameni, Colomboani. France finding their passes. That is a great pick out. Chance for a shot! Chouameni, who's set up one goal so far.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Olise. Zaire Emery in with the challenge. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Olise. Chouameni. And it's Hernandez. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Chouameni.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Olise. Conte. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Passes short and sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Takes a shot! Now that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 22.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
À leur place, le numéro 3. Digne.
Upamecano calmly anticipates. Now it's Colomboani. And smartly reclaimed. And that was very necessary. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that. Olise. Chouameni. Well read, nice interception. Zaire Emery.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
No, that's been intercepted. That is
Il
Conte.
y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Zaire Emery. And we're done. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Par le club ou dans les autres parkings du quartier.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Chouameni. That's Rabiot. And here's Thuram. Thuram. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Olise, Koundé, Saliba. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Camavinga. Valverde.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And it's Chouameni. Well read, nice interception. Madrid yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, that's clever. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. For Valverde. Chouameni. Now it's Thuram. Tries to pass it through. Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. Chouameni.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now that looks a decent ball. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's fabulous. Arda Güler. To Rabiot. Thuram. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Probing pass. Now it's Thuram. He has found the way through. And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And here's Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And claimed it back swiftly. Pass somewhat off target. Rabiot. Upamecano. And it's Koundé. Gently done. Here's Tchouaméni. Olise. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Camavinga. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. Chance! Neither side giving way. It has been tight.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Threads one in. There it takes a shot! In for the pieces! Oh, he's been caught napping! Rabiot. Thuram. Hernandez. And it's Koundé. Olise. Hernandez. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we're off again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And it's Valverde. Camavinga. Oh, super ball. Shot a goal! Well, now it's a ring. Oh, what has happened here? Hernandez clears it away. Thuram. Played into space. That's good vision. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that is as far as they're going to go. And the pass is intercepted. Olise. Rabiot. And he's being shifted off it. Vinicius Junior. France can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Saliba gets good distance on it. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well, that's an excellent interception.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Arda Güler. Tries to play it through. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid with the corner, they're first.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 5. Cambio de jugadores.
Saliba with the clearance. And now they can spring it. Can he finish? They've scored! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Elise. Oh, it's Dembele. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events.
He's gone for goal. Now, who's going to be first to this? It's a pretty loose pass. Great vision.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's shifting through the gears here. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Bellingham, out to the right. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. Tchouaméni, who does have an assist to his name.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Out towards the flank. He's got away. Hernandez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Tchouaméni looking for a runner. Camavinga. He's having a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
And here's Thuram. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And he has shown him a yellow card.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. He's hit it long, but astray. He was quick to get it clear again. Madrid close now to seeing this one through to the end.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Throw in. No, again there's no way through. Upamecano. And Hernandez. Upamecano.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And here's Dembele. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. And that is that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter.
Chance! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Goulet.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. Valverde. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Woola! Oh, it's hit the post! And he's there to belt it away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. A probing pass. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Tchouaméni, ambitious ball here. Knocks it into space. Camavinga. For Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. France look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Valverde. That has been cut short. Olise. Played towards the other side. Hernandez. Camavinga goes steaming forward. Oh, that's a key interception. Nicely aimed pass. Valverde. And the counter is on. Goulet. Camavinga. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Tchouaméni. Saliba. Tchouaméni. And it's Arda Güler. And here's Camavinga. Güler. Camavinga. Olise. And Koundé. Tchouaméni. Half an hour played now. And it's Tchouaméni. And Upamecano. And it's Camavinga. Valverde producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Driving on and making good progress. Turns and goes, shot a goal! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the...
Shapes to shoot! He scores! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
He's had a shot! He's scored! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Oh no, this does not look good. Now it's Thuram. Mbappe. Goulet. Well, they can break here. And the pass is intercepted. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's onto this. And he's got the beating of his man. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. That's an imaginative pass. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Madrid are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And the game has already resumed here. Ball's gone astray. Olise looks to get on the end of this. Well read, nice interception. Chouameni, passes coming off in quick succession here.
Pretty robust defending.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He won't be happy with that one. France are looking to break at pace. Valverde. Goulet. Camavinga, who does have an assist to his name. Looking for a corner. This their second corner of the game. France are looking to go forward now. And it's Arda Güler. Camavinga. Goulet looking understandably energised after his goal. Mbappe ploughing through the middle. Not the most convincing of passes. Olise making good progress on the right-hand side. He is through here. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Rabiot. It's a threatening ball. He's having a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Camavinga really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Saliba, Upamecano. He's beaten the last man, and it's made its way to him. Mbappe. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Played into space. That's good vision. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. There's the shot! Goal! France! And the comeback is complete! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So,
6.
time for changes
El
on
dorsal
both
8.
sides, actually.
El dorsal 15.
France
Serán
take the lead.
sustituidos por
Well, they've
el
done the
dorsal
hard part now,
19.
Peter.
El
Can they
dorsal
cling on?
5.
Or even
El
better,
dorsal
can they get
21.
another?
Se va a llevar a cabo un
And here's
cambio de
Vinicius
jugadores.
Junior. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Traumeri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Good ball over the top. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. France have their second corner now. Goes without saying, that was poor. Brahim Diaz. Chouameni. Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top.
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He's in a great position here. Oh, no joy this time. Now it's Kolo Muani, and it's Guendouzi. Madrid are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's cut it out.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that has been clubbed away. Nicely shaped ball. Howson cuts it out. 2 minutes to be added on. And here's Vinicius Junior, looking to play. Can he finish? And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium. And I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
And already we're underway here. Now it's Thuram. Chouameni. And here's Mbappe. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Quarter of an hour played. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Well spotted.
Koundé cuts it out. Rabiot. Doué. And he's well positioned here. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Camavinga. And it's Camavinga. Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. Nice looking ball. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Out towards the flank. Hernandez. Swung over. Oh, can he get onto this? Doué. And here's Dembele. Rabiot. Camavinga. Shot at goal! Goal! France! The breakthrough strike. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
France have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Now it's Thuram. And that has put paid to that. Koundé. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that's going to be a booking. Now that's a lovely exchange. And this is it's Dembele! You've got to be quick to recover this.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Opts to play it back. Takes a shot! No mistake! And they're at it again in double quick time. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Rabiot. Half-time getting close now. Rabiot. Saliba. Oh, they could break here. And Doué. And here's Mbappe. And it's Doué.
Temps additionnel.
Well,
Une
yet
minute.
another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And it's half-time here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
France clearly have plenty of cause to be
Merci
happy,
à tous d'accueillir
Peter,
nos
but
joueurs.
they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
France are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Mbappe chasing after it. Rabiot. The message is clear, none shall pass.
This is the time you need that pace.
Driving forward, now it's Mbappe. And it's Rabiot. Plays a sharp little ball here. Mignon claims comfortably. Rabiot could move up a gear here. Tries to play it through. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, it's Dembele. Rabiot. Well, that looks a decent ball. France are 2 up early in the second half. Saliba. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. No, that's been intercepted. Camavinga. Olise. Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. Now Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Now it's Doué. That's a good ball out wide. Mbappe gets a good foot in there. Rabiot. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Olise. And he's forced to go back. Done delicately.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Mbappe. Hernandez gets across to intercept that. Chouameni. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And here's Mbappe. Dembele. An uncompromising challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That's Dembele. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Thuram, and France can counter now. Camavinga. He's in a great position here, and it's made its way to him. Olise! They've scored! Just one goal in it now. Game on!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Attention, changement.
Olise. Looking to play him in.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
It's run loose here. There's the shot! Really well taken goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. It made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
1 minute to add, according to the board. And time is up. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Camavinga, can he spark a counter here? Oh, it's Dembele. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that.
Doué! Goal! France! And France are in front. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So, a breakthrough already. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hernandez. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Doué. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Camavinga. Can he get on the end of this? It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Camavinga. Looking for the run. There's tries a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Played back into the centre. Koundé opts for safety. That's an imaginative pass. Camavinga. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tchouaméni. Oh, it's Dembele. Doué. Doué unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Passes short and sharp. Tchouaméni. Hernandez. Saliba, a probing pass. Mbappe. And Doué. And he welcomes it in. Klaus just loves to go forward whenever he can. Koundé. Rabiot. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Doué. Well, we expected better, and so did he. It's a searching pass. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely weighted ball. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Koundé. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Konate did well to stay calm there.
France have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Thinks about the shot. Can he get it through?
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Camavinga. Konate. The referee's awarded a free kick. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit, and the refs just lost patience with him.
Saliba, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
France, the happier of the teams, heading in for half. And a chance! Goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Doué. And it's Tchouaméni. And it's Camavinga. No, again there's no way through. Camavinga. Engages and forces him off the ball. Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Doué. Great vision.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Tries to pass it through. Now it's Doué. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Quality ball. Camavinga. Could move up a gear here. He won't be happy with that one. Koundé. Doué. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And he's going to have his name taken.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
So, time for changes
Le
on
numéro 14.
both sides, actually.
Le numéro 24. À leur place, le numéro 25.
France perhaps
Le
wondering
numéro
what the
18.
best time is for their
Le numéro
next
11.
substitution.
Changement.
He's on it, can he get away? Oh, good take in a good area. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hernandez, just about up to 75 minutes. That is Conte. Searching pass he's played there.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Kante goes on a charge down the left. And here's Barcola. Rabiot. And that's gone loose. Now it's Olise. So what can they make of this? No, that was never going to make it. France can consider themselves just about safe now. Now it's Barcola. Somewhat off target. Mbappe. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Out of play for a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Conte. And Zaire Emery. It's a good spell of possession, this. He can get that clear.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And that will be the final act. France can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Great defending, strong and determined. Camavinga, and it's Doué. Little pass back. Doué receives it in a good position here. Camavinga.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for... Can he finish? Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to...
Mbappe! Camavinga. Neither side yet able to find the net. And here's Doué. This looks promising. Doué.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, he's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Mbappe. Klaus. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Hernandez does well to get it back. Klaus just loves to go forward whenever he can. And here's Dembele. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, right place, right time. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Played over towards the opposite flank. Klaus. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Mbappe. Camavinga. Spread it left. Rabiot. Camavinga.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Doué. Hernandez calmly anticipates. Mbappe.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
But a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Hernandez. And it's Hernandez. And Koundé. And it's Doué. Oh, good spread. Klaus. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Camavinga. Played out towards the right wing. Chouameni. Rabiot. He has a look out. And the finish! Klaus.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, that has not gone well. And the first 45 minutes are up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
France clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Shot, surely! Goal!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
France have taken the lead.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
In with the challenge. Pass somewhat off target. Koundé. Doué. Klaus. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Chance for a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error. France are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 24.
So, time for changes
Le numéro
on
14.
both sides, actually.
Le numéro 6. À leur place, le numéro 11.
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Two up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Simplicity itself.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Kone, played right into his path. Great ball, and the shot!
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest.
Big chance! That's going to go a long way. Oh, that's neat. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here, much more in your face.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And that has put paid to that. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through?
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Oh, it's Dembele. Not the most accurate pass.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Olise. Conte. Oh, just skips past his man. He's having a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Oh, sweet feet. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Olise. He can run onto that. Saliba gets across to intercept that. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Konate did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Olise is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Kante gets into a good position. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Koundé. So what can they make of this? He's had it taken off him. He won't be happy with that one. Chouameni. Mbappe. And that interception. And that's it. France can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Dembele picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Merci de votre compréhension.